Hi everyone, I'm Chris Teofilo, Regional Director for Make-A-Wish Wisconsin. Welcome and thank you very much for joining us for this year's Gourmet Wishes virtual program. We are so thrilled and grateful that you are tuning in to be inspired while helping to make life-changing wishes come true for local children battling critical illnesses. Since the pandemic's beginning, uncertainty, anxiety, and fear are all things that most of us have experienced. Unfortunately, these are feelings that children battling critical illnesses have long been familiar with, and they continue to experience them even more intensely during these challenging times. When things are tough, Wish Kids provide a much-needed perspective as they serve as incredible reminders of the importance of hope and joy in our daily lives. What these kids go through on a daily basis is beyond most of our comprehension and nothing anyone should ever have to endure, let alone a precious child. Together, through the power of a wish, we can give our Wish Kids a piece of their childhood back, and every child deserves a childhood full of magic and wonder, innocence and happiness. Dreaming about their wish is a special medicine that gives our Wish Kids a healthy dose of hope, strength, and joy to carry them through dark and challenging times. For many of our kids, their wish marks a turning point in the fight against their illness. A wish come true also has the power to unite friends, neighbors, and entire communities through life-changing experiences. A wish is hope, and we all need more hope right now. And hope is absolutely essential for the courageous local kids we serve together. With your help over the past year, we have granted hundreds of wishes safely for kids, such as playhouses, fishing boats, play sets, bedroom makeovers, puppies, campers, shopping sprees, and even horses, to name a few. But our work is far from done. Currently, there are more than 500 life-affirming wishes pending, our largest number ever, which means right now there are hundreds of kids anxiously counting the days until their heartfelt wish is granted. So tonight, we ask you to join us in creating hope, joy, and a little bit of magic for the brave local Wish Kids we serve together. You have that power, and we need you now more than ever. So get ready to be inspired. Please donate what you can and bid generously on our incredible auction this evening right here at gourmetwishes.org. And what a great way to get a jump on your holiday shopping while making a big difference in a local child's life. Thank you for joining us and for all that you do to help bring hope and joy into the lives of the precious local kids we serve together. And together, let's ensure that every medically qualified child is able to have their life-changing wish come true.
Natalia was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and she was referred to Make-A-Wish by her social worker.
When we asked her what she wanted, of course the first thing that she wanted was for the cancer to go away. And when I told her we couldn't do that, she says, well, I don't want anything. And then we were watching Food Network. She was like, hey Mom, and I was like, yeah. She's like, I got it. Can we feed the hungry? I was like, yeah, I think we can swing that.
Her wish is to create a soup with a chef and have that soup served to homeless people while giving them blankets also. She really wants to warm people from the inside and out through her wish.
So we reached out to the famous chef Jean Robert here in Cincinnati. Hi Natalia, are you excited?
Hi Natalia, how are you? How are you? Pleasure, dear. Welcome.
Thank you.
Do you want to tell Chef what you want to do today?
Chef, I would like to make a soup with you today.
Okay, we could do that together.
Yay.
We wait for your sister and we're going to do it together, okay? So we have all of the vegetables, and then all of the vegetables will have to be cooked. And then we are going to cook that with chicken stock, okay? For your cauliflower. Help your sister.
Good job.
I was told she loved pasta and she loved bow-tie pasta, so we got the mini bow-tie pasta and we did kind of a minestrone style soup, you know, with fresh vegetables and so it was really it was fun to do that with our little brother and see how well they eat that. They love vegetables, so it's a nice thing.
Does Jean Robert make a good soup?
It's missing something.
She think it was good, but it was missing something, and so I was not, you know, I asked her, what do you think is missing?
It needed a little kick.
And she said, missing a kick, and I think she was completely right.
Well, what kind of 10-year-old kid like wishes to feed the hungry and give the hungry blankets when they get told they can have pretty much anything they want?
You know, sometimes we all complain about little things of every day, and you know, and you see what a little 10 years old is going through, and you know, make you feel like, you know, like enjoy life, you know, enjoy your friend, enjoy your family, and make little moment important, you know. So.
Now that Chef and Natalia have made this wonderful soup, we are going to make lots of it to take down to the homeless at the drop-in center. And so stay tuned for when that's going to happen in the next few weeks.
It was fun. I like Chef.
You know, like I said, I've been doing wishes for Make-A-Wish for 20 years, and I've never seen anything like this, not even close.
It meant the world to us to see her be able to fulfill her wish and bring joy to other people, because that's what brings joy to her.
I would like to introduce a very special guest to you tonight. I have Wish Kid Natalia here with her family. So Natalia had a very special wish, and we're really excited for her to pass out blankets and her soup, and we hope you all enjoy it.
Vegetable soup with bow-tie pasta, and forever and a day. That soup, when we serve it, will always be known as Natalia's Soup of Love.
Would you like chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Can you give her a chocolate? Here.
And you could see it on the faces of the people that she was helping tonight. There was real gratitude. There was a real connection. It was pretty unique reaction.
There you go. Thank you.
And after dinner was served, she handed out blankets to every single person here.
God bless you. Stay warm this winter, okay? Stay warm this winter, alright?
We've already had so many fantastic and warm responses from people who want to make her soup at other shelters and make her soup at different times of the year just to keep it going as long as possible. And when we told her that, her whole face just lit up. It was amazing.
My Make-A-Wish came true tonight, and it was my dream come true. My Make-A-Wish dream come true. I've gone through a lot, you know? I have to move.
Losing my hair was like really hard for me. I felt weak. We're not even full-grown adults yet, but we're dealing with heavy things that no one should deal with ever in their entire life.
Even though I'm sick and this is a horrible situation, I can make something good out of it, you know?
My wish is to go to Ghana.
My wish is to write a book.
I'm excited for my wish.
Make-A-Wish, like, it really gives you something to look forward to.
It's like amazing. It's gonna feel like an accomplishment, you know?
I remember who I am as Priscilla and how Priscilla wants to live her life, which is happy and blessed.
More wonderful things for you to bid on with those auction packages, and that's coming up very, very soon.
I want to take a quick opportunity to thank everyone who bid so generously on those great packages. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to invite Wish Mom Valerie and Wish Child Gabby up here to share their inspiring story.
Mic working? Oh, yes, perfect. Thank you, guys. As they mentioned, my name is Valerie, and this is Gabby. I hope you all have a cocktail and a Kleenex. You might need it for this. First of all, I would like to thank Make-A-Wish for allowing us to come and tell Gabby's story, and a special thanks to all of you for your kind generosity and making Gabby and many other Wish kids' wishes come true. Now, I wish I could go back to this day, August 5th, 2019, and worry about what I was worrying about. What's for dinner tomorrow? Do I have all the things ready for the kids? That project at work? How am I going to find time and take Gabby to the pediatrician after we found that bump? How am I going to make it all happen? The next day, we saw the pediatrician. She told us to go to Children's Oncology right away, and I said, wait a second, oncology? That's cancer. Why would you be sending us there? We got an MRI, and we found a tumor the size of a head of lettuce in her belly. We met with the team of surgeons and the oncologist, and we thought that surgery was the best plan, and that it looked like we could safely remove it. 2 days later, they performed an extraction surgery of the tumor. It was supposed to take 8 hours. After 30 minutes, the surgeon paged us and told us that the tumor was too big and it was wrapped around the main artery in her leg, and that it was way too dangerous to perform, and they had to stop the surgery. A few hours later, in recovery, the oncology team came in and started talking to us about chemo and all of the horrible side effects it has on children. Also, how many kids don't survive the treatment, and the statistics and the chances of our baby dying or relapsing. But we need to start it right away. To say we were overwhelmed is an understatement. Thankfully, I have a sister who's a doctor who could help guide us and make the right decisions. I know she just loves it when I point that out. Little did we know this was the start of Gabby's journey. But with our faith in God, the support from our family, friends, church, and community, we would have never made it through. It was confirmed that Gabby indeed had cancer, and it was a very rare cancer called Ewing sarcoma. Our world was flipped upside down. I never thought I would be so eager to pump toxic poison in my kid's body, but the tumor was big, it could burst and spread, or worse, cut off her main artery. We needed to shrink it. The time came very quickly, her first day of chemo. It was a very anticlimactic event, but it was a calm before the storm. Chemo takes a few days to do its work. This was the 6th day after her first chemo. Now, a benefit of Gabby being so young is that she wasn't fazed at all by her hair falling out or us having to shave it. This is typically a traumatic event for many people going through cancer. Like I said, I wish I could go back to worrying about the small things. Our lives would change forever. My husband and I wonder how our baby girl went from playing with her sister and her cat to now fighting for her life. Oh, I forgot to mention, we do have another child. Her name is Isabella. At the time of Gabby's diagnosis, she was only 6 months old, and thank God for FaceTime and for her new family that took her in. Our lives changed very, very quickly. We no longer had family dinners. Not seeing Isabella for days on end and missing many of her firsts. Not sleeping in the same bed as my husband for 10 months. Learning how to de-access support. Giving my 2-year-old kid drugs like morphine, Ativan, and marijuana just to ease her pain. Manage a feeding pump. Wondering if she will see her 3rd birthday. Seeing my daughter in agonizing pain. But along the way, we did meet some amazing families, and I still talk to those moms each day. During the beginning days of treatment, we did a stem cell collection. In the chance of her cancer ever coming back, this will be the only line of defense. The large tube in her neck takes the blood out and separates the stem cells and puts the rest back. We collected enough for 2 stem cell transplants that we hope to never have to use, but we are grateful for science that we have it. During Gabby's treatments, her chemo wipes out the cancer, but it also wipes out the good stuff too. She had mucositis with very high fevers that land us in the hospital between her treatments each time. Mucositis is when all the mucous membranes from your nose, your mouth, your stomach, down to your bottom is essentially raw. This is what mucositis does to a baby. Going to the bathroom and mouth sores that will make you shiver thinking about. During Gabby's journey, she had 9 months of treatment, 100 nights in the hospital, over 30 life-saving blood transfusions, 14 rounds of chemo, 4 surgeries, multiple feeding tube replacements. She coded on January 22nd, and 1 trip to the ICU. This precious girl never stops smiling, and neither do those who know the miracle of her life. Holidays were also spent at the hospital, but we were just grateful to be together, even though it wasn't a traditional holiday. The day finally came, Gabby's tumor removal surgery. The tumor shrunk to a size that it was able to be safely removed. Watching this video, we are so lucky to have her here today. We never thought we'd get to that point. The facts of Ewing sarcoma are, it affects 250 kids per year. The treatment has not changed or made advancements since the 70s. It is not hereditary. 80% of kids have a 5-year survival rate if it's local, and only 20% if it's metastatic. Many children will develop secondary cancers from the brutal Ewing's treatment. infertility to the toxic chemo given at such a small age, and only 4% of the funding for the National Cancer Institute is spent on all childhood cancers. This is what childhood cancer looks like: the pain, the fear, the suffering, the confusion, and the tears. But we are the lucky ones. We have Gabby here today. This is one of the families that I told you about. This is Ian, my friend Hillary's son. We spent every holiday and many nights together with them that year. This is the reality of childhood cancer. Sweet Ian didn't make it. No mother should have to bury their child. May you rest in peace, Ian, and be free of pain and suffering. Ian was also a wish recipient, so thank you. Getting to these moments here show that we are truly blessed. Gabby going to school, celebrating a birthday, ringing the bell, things we will never take for granted. Now, this is where you all come in. Because of you, Gabby was given a camper. I see a couple familiar faces out there, but if you don't know me, I will tell you, I would much be rather staying in a nice hotel than sleeping in the woods. But we all do things for our kids, right? If you'd have told me 10 years ago that I would have had a camper parked in my driveway, I would have laughed at you. But Gabby's obsessed with outdoors, playing with bugs and getting dirty and camping, which she obviously gets from her dad. All jokes aside, Make-A-Wish not only gave Gabby, but our entire family, something to look forward to during the darkest of days. What we learned is that family and health is precious, and each day is not guaranteed. You all gifting us with this camper, we will enjoy it for many, many years and making family memories. So from the Sarignana family, we say thank you for your kindness and your generosity. This was our first camping trip. Yes, that is a smile on my face. I did enjoy it. We all enjoyed it, and we look forward to going again. In closing, I want to say thank you from the bottom of our heart. Cancer doesn't discriminate, but as a community, you all came together and supported us. This is the first dance party in the camper, so we hope to have many, many more. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Valerie and Gabby. Gabby was giving us a run for our money back here. We were a little, we were keeping up with.
I think I love most about Eleanor is her laugh and her smile. She is the sweetest kid ever.
Well, he's a good brother.
Gabriel at 7 years old is strong-willed. He knows what he wants. He knows what he wants to do. He makes clear kind of how he thinks things should go.
For being nonverbal, he sure says a lot. Yes. He tells us exactly what he wants.
Bryson loves to mow the lawn. We have to mow twice a week, whether or not the grass is alive or not. Right.
I say that she is the most happiest little girl. She's very well tempered, and she pushes really hard to move and do things.
An ultimate fighter. There was never a day, and this is why I think her Make-A-Wish makes so much sense. There was never a day through her journey. There was never a day through her journey that she wasn't looking forward.
I got called out from school to go do the CT scan, and then I was gonna come back and take my finals. So I took 1.5 finals, and then I got called out again with my things, and I'm like, well, I just was out of school, like, what's happening? And so I walked down to the office, and Dad's in there, and I'm like, well, why are we leaving? Where are we going? And he's like, well, we just gotta go. And the office lady was asking Dad, well, like, where is she going? And she's like, she's just leaving, and she's not coming back. And then we were walking out of school, and I was like, so what's up? Like, where are we going? And we're walking down the sidewalk, and he's like, well, they found a mass in your brain, and we have to rush down to Children's Hospital. And I kind of stopped, and I looked at him. I didn't say anything. And then we walked to the car.
We didn't know how surgery was going to go. It was a 6-hour surgery. We didn't know at that point, physically and mentally, how our perfect girl was going to come out after surgery.
My mom and Dad were sitting on the left side of the bed. And the doctor that was in there, he kind of just said, so the results came back, and it's medulloblastoma, which is a form of brain cancer.
She is one of the toughest girls I know. She inspires me every day. I'm so proud of the young woman that she's become.
I want to get my CPA in accounting, and then I want to join a tax firm and live somewhere warm.
Hey Peyton, do you remember what your wish was?
Yeah.
What was it? Was it for a playhouse?
Yeah.
Yeah. What color is your playhouse?
I'm blue.
They knew almost instantly what type of leukemia it was by looking at her numbers. CML is pretty rare in kids, and there's only about 150 kids in the US every year diagnosed with CML. Peyton has an NG tube that she gets an oral dose of chemo through. It's called imatinib, and she will have to take an oral dose of that every day for the rest of her life. She can't tolerate the oral form, so it gets compounded and then it goes into her NG tube. Peyton wished for a blue playhouse all of her own. She's out in her playhouse every day. It's hard to keep her out of there. The door is always open. She likes most of all to put her puppies in there and play house with her puppies or pretend that she's a teacher and she's playing school with them. Justin and I both want to say thank you to Make-A-Wish, and of course Peyton too. Without this opportunity, we wouldn't have been able to been given all of this light in such a dark time.
With everything being out of your hands, the only thing you have is they're going to text you that things are going okay, and there's a big board on the wall with a number next to them, and in surgery, out of surgery, and it's like a little update board. It's like watching a race. It's like, oh, still in there, you know, and just, and there's a lot of hand holding and some praying going on. Need that.
I had a kidney transplant, and a couple months after that transplant, there was no blood flow to the kidney because the tube that was leading to it got kinked, and so it failed, and now I have no kidneys, and I'm on dialysis every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Everything was working the way it's supposed to, but all of a sudden it moved. Kind of like a wheel coming off the car. You know, it's still all there, but it's bam. So we have to see where a new transplant will go and hopefully go back to a normal life and just be on his medications.
Because of dialysis, I have now the port in my chest, and I can't do things like go to the beach with my friends, hang out with my friends, and do a lot of things with them. And that just really puts like a big stone in my path that I can't get around, that I can't hang out with anyone, really. It just sucks. So my wish was that I could get a editing, like a spot for me to edit videos at home. I got a camera, a computer. I got the brand new iPhone 12 and some AirPods.
At the point where we were getting ready to receive our wish, I think he was already starting dialysis. So the travel wasn't possible, plus then with COVID. So we're like, okay, scratch that. So it was one way for him to still be involved in sports, and because he couldn't physically participate.
The phone and the AirPods are the best piece. Without those, I wouldn't really have anything to do in dialysis unless I would take my computer with me. And that's kind of big.
His future, it's unwritten. All of ours is unwritten. God has a plan for all of us. I mean, whatever he chooses, he's gonna be good at. He's that kid.
In a matter of weeks, I went from being like running around playing baseball, I went from that to not being able to walk. Like all my muscle mass, everything just gone.
I never knew what leukemia was.
You hear about it.
Knew it was a cancer, but didn't really get it, didn't understand it, what kind of cancer it was. So actually one moment of realization for me is when I realized that it's cancer in the blood and in the bone marrow, all of that it's his whole body. So I never thought of that before, like what's it gonna take to cure cancer that's in your whole body?
The way my leukemia treatment worked was like about a year or so of just absolutely just very aggressive high dose chemos that would really mess with you and make you super sick, followed by a couple of years, 2 or 3 years of lighter dose chemos that would just have small effects, followed by a once a month medium-sized dose that would make you feel sick for a few days.
I thought, as a mom that's not totally into hunting myself, I thought, okay, well, this is going to be really nice, but I don't know, it's hunting stuff, whatever. And all of a sudden, I left the store that day after he got his wish just on cloud 9, just so excited for him because it was so much fun.
They let me go in first, they open the door, and the first thing I see is there's a goose hunting setup in the room. There's 3 layup lines and there's goose decoys on the ground. And I'm like, whoa. And then all of a sudden I hear a goose call. Somebody's calling on a goose call. I look at the layup lines, and at that exact moment I hear somebody shout, "Take them!" And three guys in full camouflage bust out of the layup lines. And then we went and we checked out all the stuff. They had lots of decoys. They had the layup lines. They were awesome layup lines. It's just awesome.
He's an incredible cook for a 15-year-old. He's made some incredible recipes, and he's very interested in cooking wild game and that kind of things.
And they had mentioned, oh yeah, breakfast is cooking on your pellet grill, but it's not going to be ready for another hour or so let's go shopping. I go, what do you mean shopping? This is what I want. And I go, no, we're going shopping. So I just could not believe it.
There is some dark days, really dark days, where you're losing hope and things, and having that wish out there gives the kid and the family something to look forward to, something to shoot for, something to talk about. When you're in those low times, you need something to talk about that makes everybody feel good and at least look forward to something.
When I was at my last surgery, I was continuously getting fluids in my body, and then eventually they said I couldn't eat or drink for 8 days. After that, it kind of inspired me to eat more or cook more. There's so much to learn with food, there's so much to explore, there's so much I haven't tried, so it was just kind of something that I was passionate about and wanted to continue on and continue learning about that for many years to come.
What's up, dude?
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
Thanks for coming down.
Yeah.
I got a whole bunch of egg and flour swag for you, so we're gonna put all that on. I got you an apron, towels, I got you a knife. all that cool stuff.
Okay.
We're gonna be going through the grocery store. You ready to cook?
Yeah.
You look a little nervous. You're not nervous, right?
No.
Okay, cool. We ready to do this?
Yeah.
We'll get you all suited up and then we can start.
She's like, do you know you're gonna like cook with somebody from Hell's Kitchen? I'm like, no. And then she told me like the whole story and how we're gonna do it, and it was awesome. I was just speechless.
It kind of fits. I have a huge head, so I make sure that they're all big enough. All right, this is what I was talking about with the scallions, nice and fresh, right? The kind of green or garnish things that you think would be good for mac and cheese, you let me know, all right? But the best seafood things are tarragon, okay? Parsley.
I don't like following recipes. I just like to try it, and if it needs a little this, I'll add something different. And I like to just kind of do it by how I think it should be done.
This is Pierce. He's cooking with me today over there, so we're trying to pick out. He loves seafood. So do you know what this means when it says 1620 or it says 2630? Any of that?
Is that per pound? It's like science. It's food science. You gotta learn and practice and find all these different ways that you can make food better. And I just like to experiment and see what tastes good. And there's endless decisions.
So these are the 1620s. So these are 16 and 22 a pound. You can we'll throw that in here. Does that look good? Beautiful. You're gonna be making a lot of shrimp after we're done with this. You're gonna be the pro.
I learned like how to cut with a knife better, like how to like put your fingers and cut with your knuckles against it, and I've actually gotten like a lot faster.
That's the technique. So once these go in a little bit, that's where you want to be. If you can do that, you can lower your arm just a little bit so you're not having so much pressure. If you can get that down, pro.
It's all about just making other people happy, making me happy, and kind of just wanting to give back to everybody who helped me when I was sick.
All right, slow down just a little bit. I think we might not even need any more, dude. Okay? Okay, let it drip a little bit. Now just put half the shrimp in the fryer, okay? What do we got? Remind them what we're doing.
Shrimp mac and cheese.
I think that looks good, right? Okay.
When I ate it, I was just like kind of admiring, like I did this, like it was something that I created, and it was so good. It was awesome cooking with you, and I loved every minute of it, and I hope we can do it again sometime.
A child who is undergoing treatment for a life-threatening medical condition has so much of normal childhood taken away from them, so much of their decision-making ability, so much of their normal experiences with playmates and friends and siblings. It is so long and so arduous. It robs so many of the normal childhood experiences from a child and from their family.
As a physician, as a clinician, there is much that we can do. Sometimes we do everything we can do. Sometimes we do too much. You run into a family that is out of control with their life. They have circumstances imposed upon them that they never would have signed up for or dreamed that they would be in that position.
In rare disease, sometimes I can't give a family a diagnosis. Sometimes I have no treatment even if I get the diagnosis, and I almost never have a cure. So what can I offer this family that I can't offer much to?
There are medications that we can provide, there are treatments that we can administer, and yet there are pieces missing from that can only be filled by the impact of a WISH experience.
A WISH is something that we as a community have said we're going to offer and show our support for a family that doesn't feel very supported sometimes by the medical community. And I think a WISH is a really meaningful way that we connect with families that medicine doesn't have much else to offer to them.
I think for a lot of families it provides anything from respite, sometimes in the middle of care, sometimes it provides a reward at the end of treatment, sometimes it provides an oasis or an island where they can seek sort of normality.
A wish gives me the chance to give the family something from all of us as a community. It comes from the medical community, it comes from the whole population saying, your child's not forgotten.
The beauty of Make-A-Wish is it's incredibly simple. It is that intangible object that, quite honestly, I cannot order from the pharmacy. I cannot write a prescription for.
You see a child before they go on their wish, and when they come back with their family after the wish, it's often like seeing a totally different child.
You just see it in their faces, this idea of thinking outside their current moment in time.
It's an unsaid power that these experiences can give these kids. And, you know, these are kids that are living longer. They're living better. They're having more fun in their life. And it all started with one experience, and that was their wish.
We don't need studies to show this, but now there are studies that are coming out. It just seems so intuitive, right? You have something to look forward to, and it makes you be more compliant with your treatment plan, so then it's going to impact your physical, your emotional, your psychological well-being.
It's interesting. The study from Israel, it's significant because it's one of the first studies that we've actually looked at regarding the outcome or the impact of a wish, looking at the medical aspect of the child. What it does show is that a child that has a wish, there is a measurable change in their outlook.
I think, personally, being involved with Make-A-Wish has made me a better physician and has made me think more critically about what I can do outside of just the medicine and just the surgeries and just the procedures to improve the quality of life of our patients and their families.
My favorite wish is the next one. And the one after that. And the next 10. And the next 100. Because, as with life, a wish has less to do with what has been and more to do with what's coming up.
The holidays are almost here, and all of these auction items would make a great present for your friends or your family.
It's like running through an open door. It's like finding what you're looking for. We've been waiting
Hey Mom, I'm on TV. Did all of the moms just look? Gotcha!
It's been the first time in months I have had days where I'm not concerned about my health. My mind is able to be in a realm of peace and living in the now. I was hoping I would get better results. I cried, I talked, I sobbed, I got angry, I was sad, I was confused, very confused. I felt trapped because I wanted nothing other than improvements instead of worsening.
Well, she started getting sick in the 5th grade with some unknown, stomach pains. She didn't really get sick where it stopped us in our tracks until her freshman, sophomore year in high school. Her stomach doesn't work and her intestines don't work, and now she's needing surgery to bypass all those multiple organs that aren't working. She has something neurological going on, so she just got really sick really fast. Whatever genetic anomaly she has affects multiple organ systems, and now she's to the point where she can't take any medicine by mouth, and so all of her medicine is IV. She has minimal energy, and her main focus is just trying to get through school. She's a really good student. She's 4.0, and she just wants to be a pediatric specialist. So we just take it one day at a time. Make-A-Wish kind of came into our lives last year because whatever process is going on with Isabel, she was so sick in the hospital that they sent her home on hospice and they gave her a month to live. I reached out to Make-A-Wish and it was late. I think it was on a Sunday evening. Someone got a hold of me right away and said, we can make this happen in a week. Where does Isabel want to go? And she had never seen the mountains, so she really wanted to go to the mountains. So we just thought if we could just prop her up in front of the fireplace, that would be just amazing for her to be able to look out and see the snow and the mountains. You know, my girls have seen snow because we're from here, but the snow there is just a little different. It's magical. It falls off of the evergreens in a way that just is pristine. And just as we got to the foothills of the mountains, the girls just started snapping pictures like nobody's business.
And Y100, this is fun. But just to give you a little background on Make-A-Wish, it began with a very special boy named Christopher Gracious. He was an energetic 7-year-old boy. He battled leukemia, and he wished to be a police officer. In 1980, his Phoenix community came together to make his wish come true. Little did Chris know that that wish would then create a movement that would transform millions of lives. So let's take a look at how the magic began.
So when Christopher got sick, and was diagnosed with acute leukemia, being a small town little farm kid, and I said, okay, how do we get rid of it? Just bottom line, give me the bottom line. And he said, your son has maybe 3.5 years through medical technology. He said, maybe 35%, very max would be 50% survival. That night I made a promise and a vow to, live a lifetime in 3 years, bar none. When Christopher got ill for the last time, it was in mid-April 1980, I made a phone call to Tom Austin, U.S. Customs agent. He and his wife and I and Chris and their kids had been friends throughout the 3 years. And I said, Tommy, if there's any way to call in that promise, now is the time. They wanted to do something special for this little boy, to make his dream of being a police officer more real.
7-year-old Chris Gracious of Phoenix was awarded the honorary rank of patrolman in late April. Chris is a leukemia patient. He's going to be confined to a hospital soon, but he's always wanted to be a highway patrolman.
He got on the phone and called Ronnie Cox. He says, Ronnie, it's time. And Ronnie got on the phone and started calling some of his people, and a helicopter ride was arranged in a real Ranger helicopter. It was a wonderful, wonderful day, and that was April 29th, 1980. It was an absolutely marvelous, marvelous day on May 1st also. Chris changed into his uniform. He had his helmet, his Smokey the Bear hat, full uniform. Chris strapped on his little gun and holster set, and he was ready for anything. On May 2nd, which was a Friday, he woke up and he says, "Mommy, I don't feel good." And he says, "I want to go see my doctor." So took him to the hospital. We checked him in. He said, "Mommy, I want all my police stuff. I need my uniform, I need everything here." On Saturday morning, May 3rd, he kind of woke up, he saw his uniform, he saw all of his police things, and he said, "Mommy, Mommy, where are you?" I said, "I'm right here, sweetheart." And he says, "I love you. You've been a good mommy." Just later that night, about 7:35, he passed away.
7-year-old Chris Gracious lost his battle for life to leukemia, but the last week of his young life was a happy time for Chris, his parents, his friends, and the Department of Public Safety.
Everyone has a reason. I believe we're all put on this earth for a purpose, for a reason. And I believe Chris's reason was for this group. Tom and Ron and I stood in the middle of a GPS parking lot after Christopher's first day on the 29th, and Tommy says, "We're going to do this again." It just took people caring to help make this a wish come true. It just started like a snowball going down the hill, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Everybody wanted in on it. They just wanted to do something to make this little boy happy. And I think that is so wonderful, because that's what Make-A-Wish is. It gave me strength, hope, and joy because there was people that cared. There were people that came into my life that said, "Hey, everything's going to be all right. It will be okay." For Make-A-Wish to come in and say, "You deserve a wish," there's no worries, there's no stress whatsoever, and they come back just elated, just so happy with smiles, giggles, laughter, memories that carry on forever. Those last forever. There are nice things that happen in this world. There are good people out there that just want to help. When I was tucking him into bed, he went to sleep with a badge in his hand, and I tucked him, kissed him goodnight, and he says, "Mommy, does this make me a real cop?" I said, "Yes, it does." I said, "It's official, but to me, you're always going to be a trooper." I believe this was Christopher's purpose, and he felt me worthy enough to keep carrying that torch. And I'm still kicking, so yes, I will do it until the day he calls me home.
And thanks to Chris's powerful legacy, Make-A-Wish has persevere and experiences that forever change their lives.
We are so honored right now to welcome Chris's mother, Linda Pauling, to share even more inspiration.
Oh, goodness. Thank you. Thank you. I am very honored to be here with all of you. I really am. You kind of rejuvenate me to see all the wonderful things that a community can do for the children, and you're doing it. I'm still kicking, not so high, but I'm still kicking. So that film is straight from the horse's mouth. Every word of it is true. And the little part that wasn't there is that us officer, not us, but me and the officers, I and the officers, English teachers, forgive me, But we got together after Christopher's wish, and we said, you know what? There's more kids out there. Let's go find them. And by the grace of God, excuse me, I got my Kleenex, you've got your napkins, but that's okay. We spent 9 months incorporating, writing bylaws, writing what we wanted the Make-A-Wish to be and what we didn't want it to be. And I must say that Make-A-Wish is still carrying that same torch that we carried 42 years ago. It was strictly for the kids. Yes. You know what our first bank account was? We were sitting at the sergeant's home, and there was 5 of us sitting on the floor. And we said, you know what? I think it's time we open a bank account. We got the letter from the IRS, and that's the only time you want to get a letter from them. We just emptied our coin purses, our pockets, our wallets, whatever we could spare until payday. And we came up with $37.76. Now, obviously, we weren't rich people, okay? It took 5 of us. We shoved it towards Kathy McMorris, a wife of an officer, and I think we just elected her secretary-treasurer. And that is how our little group began. From there, we baked sales, hamburger sales in the hot Arizona sun. Ma Bell cooked in at that time, and actually one summer between Tucson and Phoenix, we raised $20,000, and that we thought we were millionaires. We really did. But by the grace of God, Make-A-Wish has grown to what you are seeing today. And around the world, we have over 500,000 children that have had their wishes come true because of generosity, people like you in every community, every chapter, in 10 different, or actually 30 different countries. So be proud of yourselves because you are doing a wonderful job. You've seen the pictures of the kids. Make-A-Wishes for the family, all the family. So many times the siblings get left out a little bit. But this is one time where the family can come together, enjoy, create memories, laughter, and just have a bowl without the world of white or worrying about medical bills, anything. No problems. There are people to take care of them. So I wish to say thank you to all of you. And if you have a little extra in your pocket at the end of the evening, $37.76. If you can add a little 41 years inflation to that, God bless you. Okay? Do it. Thank you.
Okay, Christopher, are you ready? It's time for your wish to come true.
Thank you, Lydia.
One, two, three.
Your wish to have a gaming computer was granted?
What do you think?
Firemen are dropping a package from way up high.
Valerie, and some Wish kids, Mallory, Cole, Isaiah, Lydia. Pierce is back. Okay, so where are our Wish kids? Are you all there? Where are you at? Back with Chris? Okay, so wave. They're there. Okay, this is how it's going to work. We're going to go through several different levels of giving. And when you hear a level that you choose to give at, you're going to raise your bid number up high and keep it raised until Bill calls your bid number. And you receive a Make-A-Wish light-up necklace from one of our special Wish kids. As they're coming through, you can't miss them. They've got all those Wish necklaces. Since Make-A-Wish is a 501c3 charitable organization, your donations are 100% tax deductible. As you know, the pandemic has been hard on a lot of folks, a lot of nonprofits. So if you find it in your heart and to give as much as you can, please do so tonight. We would certainly appreciate it. So Valerie's coming back upstage with Gabby. Right, Gabby the entertainer. You saw a lot of beautiful videos and things like that, that really amplify your story and really signify what you have been through.
Yeah, all the inspiring wishes stories that you heard this evening, like Gabby's and Chris's, and all the incredible kids you saw, the beautiful videos that are here and in person tonight, all had their life-changing wishes granted because of generous donors like you. Please join us now and be part of this magic and healing.
Now, in the past, I know that you guys have donated directly through your phone, but with the levels that we're about to go through, you don't actually need to do that, okay? You simply hold your bidder number up until Bill calls out your number, and you receive your light-up necklace. That's all you need to do. The folks with GiveSmart will take care of adding your donation in for you, all right? Also, we have generous matching gift donors tonight as well, including Patrick and Lisa Germain, Greg and Julie Casey, and the Dina Hatch Foundation, which means that your gifts made this evening will be matched by up to $15,000.
All right, a little practice run here now, gang. That's right. Let's round up applause here. Little practice run. Everybody get your card in your hand. Everybody it doesn't count right now. Get your card in your hand. We need to take a picture of you. Everybody raise your card nice and high. Everybody now. Cards nice and high. We need a big photo op here tonight. Higher. Everybody last participation. Table right here. You got to get in the game. You're going to get an incomplete if you don't raise your card up there. 513. There you go. Everybody got a card up. Good picture here now. Good picture there. There's our photo op right there, a Kodak moment. This is special, folks. We're at the 1 yard line. Look at it. We got John Coon with his card up in the air. All right, we feel good. That card's not too heavy. You all right there? You with the new flooring and carpeting that you didn't need before, right? Good. Want to make sure. Take it away.
All right, here we go. Now, with a donation of $3,000 or more, you are going to be named a partnered sponsor of a child's wish. You will receive a child's inspiring wish story and a star engraved with their name. Now, if you're able to donate $3,000 to help make a life-changing wish come true for a local child, please raise your bid number up high now and keep it raised until Bill calls your number. One of our special wish kids will run right over with a light-up necklace for you. All right, here we got one right down here in the front.
You weren't even done talking already. Everybody get fired up. You ready to go? Let's do this thing. Let's finish strong tonight here. What do you say? Woo-hoo. Get those cards up at $3,000. We need your cards. Whoa, boy. Somebody's going to have to help me on that one. Valerie, can you see way back there? I think that's 156, isn't it?
Yes,
156 for $3,000. That's 156. Thank you. 658. He had it up before a shotgun was done talking. 658, 658 for $3,000. Is there anybody else at $3,000 tonight?
Oh.
Let me call one more number tonight.
Wait,
what do you say? There we go. 213, 213 for $3,000. Great job. Anybody else? Anybody else at $3,000 out there? What do you say? Last chance. $3,000. That's right. We got to double our money. We get that little bonus, man.
That's
Look
right.
at you there, my friend. How about a nice round of applause for all those folks at $3,000? Thank you.
All right, our next donation level, if you can donate $1,000 or more, you can help provide a hotel stay for a family of 4, a Lego shopping spree, or you can cover the cost of electronics. So if you are able to donate $1,000 or more to help make wishes come true, raise your bid number up and high. Bill will call it as he sees that number, and you'll get that light-up necklace, $1,000.
Oh, now the numbers are flowing. We're going to start with our main man right up front here. John Kuhn, 669. 669 for $1,000. Right next to him, 677, 677 for $1,000. 659, 659 for $1,000. 629, 629 for $1,000. Way in the back, 156 again for $1,000. Thank you, my friend. How about here in the middle? 429, 429 for $1,000. 430, 430 for $1,000. 237, 237 for $1,000. 674, 674 for $1,000. 304, 304 for $1,000. 226, 226 for $1,000. Where else we got? Can you see him way in the back? 145 there, 145. I got my eye test coming up in 2 weeks. 145 for $1,000. 253, 253 for $1,000. Anyway, the Cammys, oh yeah, 121, 121 for $1,000. Thank you. Oh, 435, 435. How about that? Thank you for $1,000. Anybody else out there? Anybody else for one more? How about one more? $1,000. Reach down in there. Somebody else? 115, 115. Albert, thank you there for $1,000. Thank you. Anybody else? Don't be shy, for goodness sakes. Last participation, very important tonight. Part of your. Ooh, see, we had to make sure we got it. 532. Yes, sir. 532 for $1,000. Anybody else? All right. How about a nice round of applause for $1,000 donors
Nice
right
job,
there?
everybody.
Thank you for helping make a great big difference.
All right, if you are able to donate $500 to bring hope, strength, and joy to our courageous local Wish Kids, we need to see those numbers now. Raise those bid numbers up high. Remember that we have that wonderful matching gift, the matching gift donor, so you're doubling your money.
Ooh, $500. They're everywhere. 544 for $500. Thank you. 318 for $500. Thank you. 338 for $500. 254 for $500. 153 for $500. 539 for $500. 602, thank you for $500. 602 140 for $500. Making a scan of the room. There we go in the middle. 621 for $5. Thank you. 623 for $500. 667 way in the back there for $500. Thank you. 152, I think that is. 152 for $500. 248, is it? 248? 248 for $500. Thank you. 668, thank you for $500. Thank you. 442 for $500. 442, thank you. 679 for $500. Better get his name right, huh? 157, thank you, Steve. 157 for $500. 157. Anybody else for $500? Oh, back over here we go. 166. 166, thank you very much. Right up front here, 135 for $500. Thank you, 135. Well, look at all that blinking going on there, Shotgun. Look at all that blinking.
I love to see it.
675 for $500. Thank you. You get a blinker coming. 212 gets $500 right there. Little blinker coming your way. Sure. Anybody else out there? There's what I knew to get one more. 332 for $500. You get a blinker. You'll be walking out there, across the street, nobody's going to hit you.
I love that.
It's like a life-saving mess here, right here. Anybody else for $500?
My old
right
man.
here. 613, where have you been, my friend? I was looking in your way. 613 for $500. Thank you. Anybody else?
109 over here, Bill.
Ooh, 109. Thank you kindly there. 109 for $5. My goodness, we're going to need those Packer sunglasses. It'd be so bright in here, Valor. You know what I'm saying? Anyone else? Is there one more out there for $500? One more anywhere? Let's look real quick. Shotgun, can you see? Cammie, you see anything? Darcy's eyes aren't what they used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Thank you to all the $500 donors. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you.
Okay, so one aspect of the Wish ride or the Wish granted, is sometimes the limo ride. Valerie, did you guys have a limo ride involved in your Wish at all?
No, but we did have a camper ride.
Oh, nice. The camper ride. That's right. I didn't know if you were going to, pick it up or anything like that. So you get the camper ride every day, right? If you need it. Okay, so $250 is really what they allot for this limo ride, and it really can make the magical beginning and ending of every wish that is granted. So if you can give a $250 gift tonight, please raise your card, and you will help make those wishes come true for Wish kids and their families.
Fire up the limo, right? It's a great way to start it off. All the battles they're fighting, it's a great way to start. Looking for $250 donors right now. Thank you, each and every one of you, starting with 507. Thank you. 507 for $250. 506, thank you for $250. 102, thank you for $250. 508, thank you. 437, thank you for $250. Pick it up over here. 407 for $250. 300 for $250. 119, thank you, Bobby. For $250. 310, a Schmitty man right over there. I know my old boss Joe Schmidt's brother's in the house tonight. Thank you, my friend, for your generosity. 116, 116 for $250. 221, 221, thank you. Coming across the road here. Here we go. Way to back. 545, 545 for $250. 333. 333. It's on the cable that way. That's channel 2. Anyway, we're at $250. 141 for $250. 447 for $250. 447. 619, it looks like way back there for $250. 427 over here. 427 for $250. 443 for $250. Going back over here, 673 for $250. Thank you. 665 for $250. 510, 510 for $250. A lot of them were in the far corner. Shotgun. I won't miss these folks. 215, 215 for $250. 612, 612 for $250. 601, 601 for $250. 406 for $250. Thank you very, very much. Oh, way back there, 681. Thank you for $250. Now, Shotgun, you got to have me a 421 for $250. We got you. 335. Is that right?
You're doing great.
335. Thank you for $250. 211, 211 for $250. Oh, what is that? 525, I believe. 525 for $250. We're just testing the old man's eyes. 632 for $250. 632. 433. Thank you for $250. That's the floor guy right there. For $250.
All the way back in the back, Bill.
Oh, boy. 426. 426 for $250. 320 over there. 320. Thank you very much. Oh, 514. 514. Thank you, my friend. Anybody else? Last chance at $250. What do you say?
Right over here, Bill.
Oh, there we go. 133. Thank you very much. Anyone else? $250. Last call. How about a nice round of applause for all those folks? Thank you very, very much.
And as we kind of wind this down, $100 we're talking, $100 of a donation. If everyone in this room gave $100, imagine what that could be. We could collectively grant 10 life-changing wishes for local children. So that's everything. 10 children would be taken care of. So if you can be part of this magic for $100, pull those bid numbers up high until Bill calls your number. This is the last ask we'll do of this night. But if you can do that, please do so, and we'll call those numbers out, and you'll get a necklace too.
Maybe we can make a deal out here, John. Maybe we can make a deal. I think Jart's got one more card. The last $100 bid, we'll get the Bill Jart's baseball card. Are you working with me? We'll get a little competition going. Who wants the last one? Here we go. For $100 now. Here we go. Last ask of the night. 200. Thank you for $100. Thank you. 114 for $100. Thank you. 129 for $100. Thank you. 219. 219. Thank you for $100. 656. 656 for $100. Thank you. 227. Thank you for $100. 624. 624. 682. 682 for $100. Thank you. 672 for $100. 529. 529. Thank you. 142. Thank you very much. 142. 249. 249 for $100. 331. 331 for $100. 622 for $100. Thank you. 620. 620 for $100. 414 for $100. 414. Remember that old area code here? 415. 415 for $100. 419 for $100. Thank you very much. 549 to 549 for $100. Coming over here, 209, 209 for $100. Thank you. 143, 143 for $100. Thank you. 314, 314. Thank you for $100. Oops, sneak over here.
We got 424 over here, Bill.
202, 202 for $100. 502 for $100. 502, 654 for $100. Coming way back. May need some help here, Cammy. 666 for $100. 666. 449, 449 for $100. 220 for $100. 220 for $100. 518. Thank you very much for $100. Who else do we have here? Shock. Anybody else? Oh, there we go.
424 over here. 424.
All right, 308 over there for $100. We got 329 way in the back for $100. 329, 250 for $100. Thank you. 251, 251 for $100. 334 for $100. Thank you. 334. Way in the back there was 401, I believe it is. 401 for $100. Anyway, 434, 434 for $100. 134 right here for $100. Thank you, my friend. You've been very generous tonight. Thank you for your help. 526 right there for $100. 526. 328 for $100. 328 for $100. All right, who's going to be the last one now? Shotgun. Here we go. Last, we need $100. Here's 516. 516 for $100. Looking for $100. Last one's going to get that bill chart
down there.
Card. 235. That's LaFawn, for God's sakes. Oh my God! It's LaFawn. When you call the Green Bay Packers, you'll hear her lovely voice saying,
"Thank you for calling the Green Bay Packers."
She's got that southern accent. I just love her. LaFawn, great to see you here tonight. Anyone else for $100? Last call here, $100.
Right over here.
Last one's going to get the $100 bid.
Yep. On your right, Bill.
Where are we? 500. 500 for $100. We're going to entice you one last time here for the base. You count them down.
All right, we got 320, 325 in the back, right?
220, 220 for $100. Anyone else in $100? Shotgun, count them down like 3,
all right.
2, that kind of a deal. Then we'll get the last one to get their hand up, and then we'll get the money out and go.
Okay, here we go. Going down from 3, 2.
Anybody else?
1.
Oh, there we go. 157's a winner right now. Keep it going, Shotgun. Do it again. We're going to empty out those $100 bills.
All right.
Count them again, Shotgun.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
You get it, kiddo, right here. Woohoo! Thank you all. Hey, quick reminder, somebody made a good point here. Some of your companies match this money that you donate.
I am so grateful for the gift that you've given my daughter. It helps her to continue to look towards the future.
Thank you, Make-A-Wish, for granting my wish of going to college for my first year and paying for it.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts that this is going to be a lifelong gift for Annie for the rest of her life. The bed is going to fit her up until she's old, and it's just, I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Make-A-Wish, for the UTV and letting our family have something to do together as a family. Such a great program. Our wish granters were amazing. Everybody has been amazing.
All the people we've met have been excited for him just as much as we've been excited too. So, we appreciate that enthusiasm and that genuine care.
Thank you, Make-A-Wish. We really enjoyed the camper. Yeah.
So Julian wished for a playset. He kept looking at it through our kitchen window. Like, he would run up and look and then go back to his bedroom and then run up there again to look to make sure it's still there. Thank you so much, Make-A-Wish. Because without you guys, my son would not be as happy as he is every time he looks in the backyard. He loves it.
Just thank you so much. It was amazing. It was just one of the greatest days ever. It was awesome.
I would truly like to thank Make-A-Wish because they went above and beyond what I wish I could do for him. We work hard, we get our insurances, we got all that covered, but there's that little above and beyond where it was just hard for us to make his room into something while he's recovering or being locked up during a pandemic. With the transplant and dialysis, we can't travel. So he's kind of stuck there, and Make-A-Wish made it easy on all of us in a fantastic way. They are a phenomenal organization.
Thank you so much for what you've done for me, and it's an amazing thing that you can grant wishes like this for kids like me.
It's so nice that Make-A-Wish, they included the whole family, the other two kids too, so it's not, it's about Eleanor, but it's not all about Eleanor. We are so very thankful for Make-A-Wish and just putting that extra smile on Eleanor's face and the other two kids too.
Thank you, Make-A-Wish, for Eleanor's camper.
Most of all, I think the donors, because without them, we wouldn't have a wish come true.